been out here for a minute. Hands clenched as I walk through the fog. Blood in the water, smoke in the air, filling my lungs. You were a friend. Veil torn, now I'm seeing your lies, full of demise. Blood moon painting red of the sky. Under the surface, your dark heart leading you to the grave. Beautiful mask, pure evil behind the charade. I hear the mourning, I hear the cries. Out of the darkness, into the light. If you want me gone, you put a trigger yourself. Look me in the eyes.
I see who you are. You are my enemy, my enemy. You are my enemy. I see who you are. You are my enemy, my enemy. You are my enemy. I see who you are. You are my enemy, my enemy. You are my enemy. I see who you are.
How's it going, you guys? AZPlow21 back again with another pay-per-view here in our UFC safe on WMMA 5. And here today we have for you UFC 263, Jones versus Reyes 2. Not just that, we have another championship fight on this card. GSP defending his welterweight crown against Colby Covington. Also on the main card, Vicente Luque takes on Michael Chiesa in the welterweight division. Chris Weidman takes on Nick Diaz. Nate Diaz takes on Robbie Lawler. Let's get this started. Huge card here in Texas. You'll love to see it. If you only care about the pay-per-views, the next one that we have going for you is UFC 264 Holloway versus Fili. That one has 3 championship fights on it. That one is live from Hawaii. Holloway Fili. Nunes versus GDR for the featherweight championship, and then Benavidez versus Da Silva. And then later on, UFC 265 Gillespie versus Habib for the lightweight championship of the world. That one is live from Moscow, Russia. Everything's taken care of. Let's go ahead and get straight into the action. Pay-per-view time here. Be sure to like this video and subscribe. Follow me on Twitch. Follow me on Twitter. Let's get going. Like Tommy Ford says, subscriber Mike Perry will punch you in a club, preferably if you are over the age of 40. Live from Texas, UFC 263, Jones versus Reyes. First fight on the prelims, Joshua Pasio taking on Makoto Takahashi. Takahashi is 11-1-1, 1-0 in the UFC after a win over Terrence Mitchell. Joshua Pasio making his UFC debut here today, coming straight from 1 championships. And your winner is Makoto Takahashi, the 20-year-old young man getting it done in style in the flyweight division. Up next, also in the flyweights also always featuring heavily on the UFC pay-per-view prelims. Uncle Creepy Ian McCall taking on Tagir Ulanbekov. Ulanbekov coming off a win, his only fight in the UFC, a win over Askar Askarov. Ian McCall coming off a win in his own right, 2 straight wins as a matter of fact, Jordan Espinosa and Manel Kape. And your winner is Tagir Ulanbekov via submission in a fantastic fight. Best fights of his career, says he can't wait to watch it over again. In the UFC bantamweight division, Julia Avila taking on Veronica Macedo. Macedo, 8-5-1, ranked number 24, coming off a loss over Lara Procopio. Avila, number 16 in the division, coming off 2 straight losses over Aldana and Sarah Morris. And your winner is Veronica Macedo via TKO. Interesting. She was a very big underdog gets the win via TKO. Also in the bantamweight division, the UFC debut of Lisa Battle Angel Versosa as she takes on Sarah Cheesecake Morris. Morris, number 11 in the division, coming off wins over Eubanks and Avia, lost to Betch Kohea. Meanwhile, Versosa, 25 years old, 7-2, already ranked number 19, coming out of Invicta, wins over Desjardins and Valentine. And your winner is Sarah Cheesecake Morris via unanimous decision. Versosa losing her UFC debut here today. And she says she would like to fight Yana Kunitskaya. Brandon, the Assassin Baby Moreno, taking on Manel Kape in the flyweight division. Moreno, the favorite here at -240, number 18 in the division, coming off 3 straight losses here. Pantoja, Zhumagulov, and Espinosa. Manel Kape coming off that loss over Ian McCall. Your winner is Manel Kape via knockout in round number 3. That's now 4 straight losses for Moreno. He says he would like to fight Ulan Bekhoff next. All right. Up next, Cynthia Calvillo taking on Brianna Van Buren. Calvillo 8-3-1, number 20 in the strawweight division, coming off 2 straight losses over Rodriguez and Jandiroba. Brianna Van Buren 3-1 in the UFC, coming off a win over Amy Cadwell Montenegro. Your winner in the strawweight division is Brianna the Bull Van Buren. Calvillo now 3 straight losses. Wow. Okay. Huge underdog. But Van Buren gets it done. Next in the flyweight division, Rogerio Bontorin taking on Ali, the puncher, Bagautinov. Bontorin ranked number 11, coming off a loss to Alex Perez. Bagautinov ranked number 8, coming off a win over Dustin Ortiz. Your winner in the flyweight division, Ali Bagautinov via knockout in round number 2. All right, into the lightweight division now. Nick the Carney Lentz taking on Mateusz Gamrot. Gamrot 1-1 in the UFC, coming off a loss to Johnny Hendricks. Nick the Carney Lentz, number 19 in the division, 2 straight wins for him, Clay Guida and Lando Venata. And your winner in the lightweight division is Mateusz Gamrot via unanimous decision. All right, into the light heavyweight division now. Max Power Nunes taking on Tyson Pedro. Nunes, not ranked, 1-0 in the UFC after a win over Gian Vellante. He takes on Tyson Pedro, ranked number 22, coming off a win over Yuri Prohashka and then a loss to Johnny Walker. Your winner in the light heavyweight division is Max Power Nunes, a knockout in round number 2 over Tyson Pedro. You'd imagine he might be ranked coming up next. And in our final prelim of the afternoon, Johnny Big Rig Hendricks takes on the Golden Boy, Edmund Shabazian. Hendricks coming off 2 straight wins over Tim Botch and Mateusz Gamrot. Edmund Shabazian not having a good time at all. All of his fights in this save have been losses. Kelvin Gastelum, Omari Akhmedov, Elias Theodoru, all losses. Now facing off against Big Rig Hendricks. Can the young man get it done? Your winner, finally, the Golden Boy, Edmund Shabazian. A big win for him there. Basically saying he's saving his job. Reveals he's not too happy about the judging. A split decision victory for Shabazian. Everyone pays $65. Come check out the pay-per-view. And our first fight on the main card is in the welterweight division. It's a banger between Vicente Luque and Michael Chiesa. All of Shabazian's fights have been on Jon Jones cards. Really? I did not see that. I'll check it out later. Michael Chiesa beat Leon Edwards, beat Gilbert Burns, then lost to Colby Covington. Vicente Luque, number 4 in the division, beat Nico Price, beat Ben Askren, beat Ponzinibbio, and now facing a tough opponent in Mike Chiesa here today. Your winner in the welterweight division is Vicente Silent Assassin Luque via Peruvian necktie. 41 seconds into round number 1. All right. Luque getting it done there. And he might be pretty close to a title shot. 41 seconds dispatches Chiesa like that. We'll see. Next on the main card, Nick Diaz taking on the All-American Chris Weidman. Diaz, of course, highly popular. His last fight, a loss to Yoel Romero via knockout at UFC 251, Miocic versus Cormier 3. Chris Weidman, also fairly popular. His last fight, a loss to Derek Brunson. Your winner in the middleweight division, Weidman is heavily favored. Your winner is the All-American Chris Weidman via split decision. And Weidman says he wants to fight Darren Till. Interesting. Up next, a big fight in the welterweight division. Ruthless Robbie Lawler taking on Nathan Diaz. Lawler, 39 years of age now, coming off a win over Neil Magny and then a loss to Tony Ferguson. Nate Diaz, a loss to Damian Maia, or a win over Damian Maia, I should say, via TKO, 31 seconds, and then losing to Jorge Masvidal via unanimous decision in their rematch. Diaz and Lawler, your winner at the welterweight division is Ruthless Robbie Lawler. Wow. Okay. So Lawler, back in the win column. You love to see that. Now Nate Diaz, he's still going to be very popular. So we are more than likely going to do Conor versus Nate next, without question. Robbie Lawler getting a big win there. And now, our co-main event for the welterweight championship of the world, George Rush St. Pierre taking on Colby Chaos Covington. Colby, of course, lost to Usman, lost to GSP, but then he beat Ponzinibbio and then beat Chiesa. Dominantly, by the way. And he takes on GSP, who of course beat Colby, then beat Usman, and finds himself facing off against Mr. Covington again today for the welterweight championship of the world. 40 years of age is GSP. Championship fight, let's go. Mario Yamasaki, your referee. That's always dangerous. Covington moves in and clinches. St. Pierre isn't going anywhere. St. Pierre gets side control. Knee strike. Nothing really going on here. Clinch. Better the clinch, St. Pierre. Under a minute left to go. Remember, this could be a boring fight. GSP and Usman had a terrible fight, apparently. Clinch up, jockeying for position. Hard foot stomp. Covington trapped there, unable to get free. Occasional short punches. Not really doing much of anything. This could be another boring fight, to be honest. That's the end of round 2. Covington apparently took that round. Round number 3. Very boring fight indeed. Hard foot stomp. Third round. Covington pressed up against the cage. No progress made. They separate. Clinch. St. Pierre looking for a takedown. He doesn't get it. St. Pierre stuck with his back to the cage. Colby might be winning this round. Apparently St. Pierre took it. Round number 4 now. Championship rounds. St. Pierre trying to take down Covington. He gets it. Covington gets out of it. Kimura attempt. Uh-oh. Your winner via Kimura. Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki has called us up to this contest at 1 minute, 48 seconds of the 4th round, declaring the winner by submission due to Kimura, and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, George Rush St. Pierre. Still your welterweight champion after another boring fight. GSP is the winner. Tough fight, gives a show of respect to Colby Covington. All right. We are now at our main events of the evening for the light heavyweight championship of the world. Remember, Jon Jones is also the heavyweight champion. Dominick the Devastator Reyes, 13-1. Only loss coming to Jon Jones. Win over Anthony Smith was all it needed. He was going to fight him originally for the title. He got hurt. And so that's how the Ngannou versus Jones fight was made. That was nearly a full year ago. Dominick Reyes now able to fight for the title. Jon Jones, of course, beat Dominick Reyes, beat Jan Blachowicz for the light heavyweight title, beat Francis Ngannou for the heavyweight title, and now back in the octagon, defending his light heavyweight championship. Jones, slight favorite at -150. Main event time. Let's get it going. Your referee is once again Mario Yamasaki. The fight begins. Misses with a vicious right hand. Scores with a leg kick for Reyes. Off the mark with a right head kick. Doesn't connect with a low kick. Johns forces some strikes. Counter jab misses. Can't connect with a head kick. Throws a 1-2. Jones is equal to it. Jones intimidating him. Jones is able to grab Reyes. Wrestling skills. Pushes up Reyes against the cage. Jones tries to take him down, and he gets it. Seated Reyes. Tries to get a guillotine. Stubbornly holds on. Does not tap. Jones eventually let go. He might have gassed himself out. Trying to squeeze. Time is up. That's the end of round number 1. Jones wins round number 1. Defensive jab hits from Jones. Reyes throws a punch. Grabs Reyes in a clinch. Muscling Reyes back into the back of the cage. Another trip attempt. And again, Jones takes down Reyes. Minor strikes for Jones. Couple to the side of the head. They're not really hurting Reyes, but he's definitely scoring. End of round number 2. Blocks an attempted sweep. Reyes scrambles to his feet. Trying to drag him down. Reyes won't go down. And that ends round number 2. Jones is up by 2 rounds now. Start of round number 3. Jones fires off a corner jab. Reyes steps in and looks to unleash. Uh-oh. Jones tries to get a takedown, and he gets it after catching a kick. Jones passes guard, momentarily scrambles it. Back exposed, gets both hooks in, goes for the rear naked choke. Reyes stops it. Struggles against Jones, cannot get rear naked choke fully applied, and forces the tap. Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 19 seconds of round number 3, declaring the winner by submission due to a rear naked choke, and still the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Jon Bones Jones. Jon Jones, still the light heavyweight champion of the world after beating DOMINICK Reyes for the second time, or maybe 1.5 time. UFC light heavyweight title defense, poses for photographs with the belt still around his waist. Jon Jones thanks God first, then gives a shout out to his family, friends, and his team, Jackson Wink. Okay. Jon Jones, still the light heavyweight champion. 24,000 in attendance in Texas, gate of 5.7 million. It made $28 million on pay-per-view. No new champs after the whole month. That is a very good point, Tommy. Popularity increases all around. You love to see it. Fight of the night, Ulan Bekoff and Ian McCall. Vicente Luque and Robbie Lawler, performance of the night. $30 million profit off of that. Whoo boy. Love to see that. Love that money. Dear Lord, baby Jesus, we just like to thank you for the $30 million we profited off of this Jon Jones pay-per-view. Love that money. As always, we'll go ahead and update our rankings, take a look at the email, see who we need to sign. Not going to do the booking stream today, as got some other stuff to take care of. Probably going to play a little bit of Rocket League, maybe some SpongeBob later on today. But we'll definitely go ahead and take care of that right now. Hope you guys are all having a good day wherever you may be. Be sure to like the video if you're on YouTube. Subscribe as well. Follow me on Twitch so that way you guys can see when I am streaming. Appreciate you guys as always. But yeah, that's a very good point. No new champions. Adesanya kept his belt. Jones kept his belt. GSP kept his belt. So now we got to see what's next. Because, I mean, we have the Usman versus Edwards down as next for the welterweight. But, I mean, Edwards already fought for the middleweight title. So I don't know if Usman's going to fight for it. We just don't know what's next. But Shogun is next for the light heavyweight division. However, next, Oleinik needs to get his shot at the heavyweight title. Welterweight will have to be seen. Edwards is already done. Darren Till is most definitely next. Habib, that one's already done. Poirier, Moicano, we have to make that fight. Faber, De Silva's already booked. GDR, McCann, and Gedelia. Of course, as always on YouTube, you can go ahead and skip ahead through this, loading stuff that's going on until you can see that, back at the screen. And for everyone watching on Twitch, I'm going to be playing a little bit of Rocket League after this. So if you want to watch that, that's what I'll be doing. Catch me and my boy Jay Murto. Gotta get my H2O in. High quality H2O. Tommy, you still there? Did you fall asleep, my brother? Tommy's still here. Love to see it. Gotta check those rankings, you know? See what's cooking. We already know that McGregor Diaz 3 is gonna happen. It's just a matter of when, because I think McGregor is gonna be out for a while, and Nate might be out for a while because he just got knocked out. So honestly, if Nate's out for a long time, I don't really know what we're gonna do. Because ideally, I'd like to keep McGregor busy, you know? I just don't know if it'd be for a title or not. McGregor versus Masvidal could be very interesting. McGregor versus Lawler. Like, there's a bunch of stuff that can happen, you know? Lawler just beat Nate, so maybe Lawler, I don't know. Lawler versus Masvidal, that could be really good too. Is there any way to delete companies? Yes. Not while you're already in the save, but if you go to the editor, you can definitely delete companies. If you like, from the main menu, if you go through the editor into the database, you can delete companies from there. And deleting companies will definitely make the game load a lot quicker. All right. Check our rankings, update them. There is no update in the heavyweight division. Nothing. Oh, sorry. In the light heavyweight division, Nikita Krylov is in. And then some guys move up. Reyes doesn't move despite losing. However, Shogun Hua, Teixeira, Santos, Gustafsson, he is definitely next. How long is Jones out for? Jones is only out for around a month and a half. That's good. TJ Hockey's doing open weight divisions. I mean, are you talking like John Jones versus like Henry Cejudo? What are you talking here? At the middleweight division, Weidman moves up to number 9. Gastelum down to number 18. Cummings and Diaz move down. Shabazian moves up 2 spots to number 23. At welterweight, look who it is. We were talking about who's going to be next. I think we might have him. Nico Price, Ben Askren, Ponzinibbio, Chiesa. Or Rory, maybe? Beat Wonder Boy. I think he still needs one more really good win. How long is Leon out for? 2-3 months. Colby's only gone for about a month. He could definitely stay busy. I think him versus Rory would be really good. What about Robbie? He just beat Nate Diaz. How long is Robbie out for? 41 days, okay. Chiesa? 48 days, okay. Nate just lost. How long is he out for? 4 months. Oof. Oh, screen's not on. Whoops. Thank you for that. Anyways, let's go through that again. No movement at heavyweight. Light heavyweight Nikita Krylov comes in. At middleweight, Gastelum down to 18, Weidman up to 9. Cummings down, Diaz down, Shabazian moves up to 23. At welterweight, Luque is in at number 2. Some people move up. Colby down to 7. Lawler up to 8. Chiesa down to 9. Ponzinibbio moves up. Diaz down to 12. Diaz is out for around 4 months. GSP, how long is he out for? 13 days. GSP is good to go soon. And his new number 1 contender is Vicente Luque, who is back in 6 days. GSP versus Luque. That's the fight to make. For the title, at least. I think Rory versus Colby. We'll see about Robbie Lawler. At lightweight, got some guys moving up. Gamrot comes in at number 23. Lentz and Grant move down. At featherweight, there is no movement. At bantamweight, there is no movement. At flyweight, Bagatinov moves up to number 5. Some guys move down. Ulan Bekov moves up to number 11. Von Toren down to 18. Kape up to 20. McCall down to 23. Moreno down to 22. Askarov number 25. Nothing at featherweight. Women's bantamweight, Avia down to number 19. Versosa moves up despite losing. That makes no sense. Women's flyweight, no movement. And women's strawweight, Mizuki moves up. Calvillo moves down. All right. Uh-oh. I just saw something. Gilbert Melendez out of his fight for JON versus Faber 2. Let's see if we can take care of that now. TJ Laramie, sure. And then I saw one other thing. Kelvin Gastelum, drug suspension for recreational drugs. Big yikes. 1 full year. Way to go, Kelvin. You just had to smoke weed. Kelvin's going to be out for a year. That's tough. Thank you guys for watching. I'm AZPlow21. Be sure to leave a like down below. Be sure to comment on the video. Be sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitch so you can catch all my streams. Link is down in the description below. Have a good rest of your night.